We're going to grow our economy. We're going to make our country more secure. We'll strengthen our families. And most importantly, we will live up. Most importantly, we will live up. Most importantly, we will live up to our character as a nation. That's exactly what we're talking about. Yeah.
Every single day.
That's why we're here.
President, please use your executive order to halt deportation for all 11.5 undocumented immigrants in this country right now. We agree that we need to pass comprehensive immigration reform. At the same time, you have a power to stop deportation for all undocumented
Actually, I don't.
immigrants in this country.
And that's why we're here.
I need your help.
Okay.
Stop deportation! Stop deportation!
Thank you. All right. What I'd like to do... No, don't worry about it, guys.
Another day, another episode of right-wing figures completely losing their minds in public. Honestly, I don't know how much more of this absurd, completely out-of-touch political theater I can take, but here we are. Let's just dive in. Most politicians run from heat, right? But watch this. It's 2013, San Francisco, and a protester named Ju Hong tries to corner Barack Obama mid-speech on live TV. Ju yells out, "You have the power to stop deportations right now, and look at Secret Service." They instantly move in, ready to tackle this young man and throw him out, but Obama waves them off and goes, "Let him stay." Unbelievable! Like, seriously? You've got to love the old saying, he tried to bake the commander-in-chief into a corner, but he completely forgot who owned the oven.
Okay, let me finish. Let me. How about, these guys don't need to go. Let me finish. I respect the passion of these young people because they feel deeply about the concerns for their families. Now, what you need to know when I'm speaking as President of the United States, and I come to this community, is that if, in fact, I could solve all these problems without passing laws in Congress, then I would do so. But we're also a nation of laws. That's part of our tradition. And so the easy way out is to try to yell and pretend like I can do something by violating our laws. And what I'm proposing is the harder path, which is to use our democratic processes to achieve the same goal that you want to achieve. But it won't be as easy as just shouting. It requires us lobbying and getting it done. So for those of you who are committed to getting this done, I am going to march with you and fight with you every step of the way to make sure that we are welcoming every striving, hard-working immigrant who sees America the same way we do. As a country where no matter who you are or what you look like or where you come from, you can make it if you try. And if you're serious about making that happen, then I'm ready to work with you. But it is going to require work. It is not simply a matter of us just saying we're going to violate the law. That's not our tradition. But the great thing about this country is we have this wonderful process of democracy, and sometimes it is messy and sometimes it is hard. But ultimately, justice and truth win out. That's always been the case in this country. That's going to continue to be the case today.
Look, let's be real for a second. The anger in that room, completely justified. The Obama administration's deportation record was brutal. Families were getting torn apart every single day under a system that felt totally relentless. So when Ju Hong called him out, the passion was raw and it was real. But then Obama responds and, wow, he goes, actually, if in fact I could solve all these problems without passing laws in Congress, I would do so. But we are also a nation of laws. And look, as exhausting as executive gridlock is, he's pointing out a cold, hard, structural reality. An executive order, like DACA, is a temporary shield. It gives people breathing room. But to actually protect human beings permanently, you need legislation. But watching how Obama handles that pressure compared to what we see on the right wing today, it's night and day. Usually, conservative politicians either scream over the protester, mock them, or have them violently dragged out by security. But Obama tells security to stand down. He lowers the temperature, looks at the young man, and says, I respect the passion of these young people, because they feel deeply for their families. He validates the human pain in the room before pivoting back to the political reality. That's how a real leader acts, disarming, composed, and actually listening, even when faced with immense heat. And why were people so angry in 2013? Because earlier that year, the Senate passed a massive bipartisan immigration reform bill with 68 votes. It had a pathway to citizenship. It was actual progress. And what happened? House conservatives completely blocked it. They refused to even bring it to a vote, leaving millions of families trapped in limbo. So yeah, when the system is that broken, people are going to shout at the highest authority they can find, even if the real brick wall is sitting in Congress. Look, whether it's anti-war protesters confronting Bush or AIDS activists challenging Clinton, direct action is how marginalized people break through the political noise. Is shouting alone going to fix the law? No. But without activists making noise and holding power accountable, politicians never move on their own. That 2013 clip was a masterclass in handling democratic friction with basic human decency. What do you all think? Was it smooth damage control or genuine respect? Drop a comment below. Let's talk about it.